Okay, so this is simultaneous equation. Now you see the difference between this particular simultaneous equations and the one we've been doing before is that you see all the variables x and y, they have coefficients greater than 1. Okay, actually this type of simultaneous equation is best solved using elimination method. Using substitution method here will not really work out for us. So we solve this type of equations using elimination method. Now we are going to do that. So how do we go about using the elimination method? Now for us to use the elimination method, the coefficients of one variable must be the same in the both both equations. Alright, what I mean is that if we want to use the elimination method, this is not the first time I'm saying this, right? If we want to use the elimination method, the coefficients of x here must be the same with that of x here. Now, what that means is that since the coefficient of x is 3 here, this should also be 3. Okay? But now we cannot actually achieve that, or let's say if we wanted to eliminate y, then the coefficients here must be the same here. But you can see they are not the same. Here we have 2, here we have 5. Here we have 3, here we have 4. So the question now becomes, if we want to eliminate x, how do we make the coefficients to become the same? And that is quite simple. Alright, so this is equation 1. This is equation 2. So we have equation 1 and we have equation 2. So what we are going to do is that we are going to say equation 1 times 4. You know what? I'm using the 4, which is the coefficient of x in equation 2, to multiply equation 1. Alright? And this is what that will give me. It will give me this. I'm using 4 here to multiply this. So I'm going to have 4 times 3x to give me 12x. 4 times 2y to give me 8y. Okay? 4 times 7 is going to give me 28. You see that? So now after I've done that, I'm also going to say equation 2 times 3. This is equation 2. I'm using the coefficient of x in equation 1, which is 3, to multiply equation 2. That's why I'm saying equation 2 times 3. Okay, so this is now going to become all of equation 2. I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So I'm going to get 3 times 4 to give me 12x. You see that? Then I also have 3 times 5y to give me 15y. You see? Then I have 3 times 14. 14 to give me 42. Okay, I guess I'm correct. 28 plus 14 gives me 42. I'm correct. Okay, so that's it. Now you can see that I have been able to achieve the coefficient here to be the same. Can you see that? Alright, so if you want a recap of how I got it, just replay the video, you're going to get it. Alright, now once I've done this, I'm going to subtract. I subtract. So when I subtract one equation from the other, like 12x minus 12x is going to be 0, right? 12x minus 12x. Alright, I'm subtracting the one equation from the other. So 12x minus 12x is 0. 8y minus 15y. Look at this. 8y minus 15y. Okay, so note that this is positive, right? So you have 8, you owe 15. So how many will be left that you owe? It's going to be minus 7y. Alright, so that's what we are going to get here. Minus 7y equals 28 minus 42. 28 minus 42 is simply going to be 14. Minus 14 actually. Because you have 28 and you owe 42. Okay, you have 28 and you owe 42. So this will give you what? Negative 14. Alright, so up here this is going to be what? Negative 14. Now you see we have succeeded in reducing this whole equation to just this minus 7y equals 14. So that means we have minus 7y equals minus 14. And of course, this type of equation, to find the value of y here, we are going to have to divide both sides by minus 7. Okay? So once we do that, this will cancel out. We are left with y. Minus 14 divided by minus 7 is simply going to be 2. Because minus divided by minus is positive. 14 divided by 7 is 2. So that's the answer to that. We are done. But we also need to find x. So if we are going to find x, we can use either of equation 1 or equation 2. We can use either of equation 1 or equation 2. So let's say we are using equation 1. Remember here we already have that 3x plus 4y is equal to 7. Now, y is already 2, okay? Okay. Sorry, 3x plus 2y, equals 7. Now, note that y is already 2. Okay, so if y is already 2, that means we are going to have 3x plus 2 into 2 equals 7. Equals 7, okay? So that means I'm going to get 3x plus 2 times 2 is 4 equals what? 7, alright? So we are going to solve this. Please, I'm taking this over here. I don't think my camera is covering that part of the board properly. So I'll just move over here. So this becomes this becomes 3x plus 4 equals 7, right? So 4 will move over the equality sign so that we are going to get 3x equals 7 minus 4. So this will become 3x equals 7 minus 4 is simply 3. So we divide both sides by 3. Okay? When we divide both sides by 3, we are going to get this cancels and we get x equals 3 divided by 3 is what? 1. So by that, we are done with we have our solution, okay? So basically, this is how you solve a simultaneous. Now note that I said we cannot use substitution method here. Well, it's not like we cannot really use it. We can, but you see the easiest approach for this kind of problem is using the elimination method. Okay, the elimination method and maybe graphical method when we talk about that. Alright, so that's that for now.